Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we are on a live one again on YouTube, trying to do these out about once a week if possible. And we've already hit Mythic. We were doing our grind last week, and today we are going to start off with just trying out some brews in various formats, some kind of off-the-tread decks, see what can compete in the Mythic ladder. We are starting things off with a standard green-white with the faintest of splashes of blue tokens deck. And what we're trying to do here is go wide and hopefully dodge Meathook Massacre. We have a bunch of ways to gain life, so Luminarch Veteran gains life when another creature enters the battlefield. Gala Greeters has the option to gain life, create treasures, or put counters. We can make tokens with Join the Dance, with Wedding Announcement, with Adeline. King Darien can give him Indestructible. It's a lord and could be a mana sink to make more tokens. Catilda makes all our humans tap for mana. So these are humans. These are humans. These are soldiers, not humans, because a soldier and a human apparently aren't the same thing. But just lots of incidental humans that also work well. We can make put counters with like Wandering Emperor. Then we have Broker's Ascendancy as the only blue splash to put counters on our things every turn and kind of go to there. And then we have some Leyline Bindings as general removal. We're playing Jetmir's Garden and Spara's Headquarter to make this cost as little as 2 mana. And the blue splash is basically, we have 4, 5, 6, 7 blue sources, plus Catilda. Actually, Catilda doesn't do it, so with this, so we might have to go up one more. We'll try that out. This can make treasures to help fix the mana, and we only have 2 copies, and we don't necessarily need to hit it on curve, so we'll give it a shot, see how it goes. Really want to see how this kind of strategy plays into both mono black and mono blue. It'd be interesting, like with Meathook, all the kind of answers that go around in the format, how that punishes, but then also into something like mono blue. Are we fast enough to get under them? And see how that kind of plays out. So as always, if you do enjoy the content, greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, drop a like, comment, and if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. All are free and easy ways to help out. And we will jump into things. We go first. We are a mana short, but I think I like this hand enough. We have Join the Dance. We just need 1 mana over the next 2 draws, and then we're going to town. Join the Dance into either like Broker's Ascendancy or Adeline or even Wedding Announcements, very powerful. Opponent might be on that mono black life with the braid sleeves, could be on Anvil. We shall see. We have like pretty good insurance against the Liliana minus. Okay, so it's Anvil. So we'll start with that. Really want to line next turn. This flashing back also has utility. So annoying. I imported, yeah, 24 lands. You'd hope we would have hit that, but sometimes magic go magic you. Ooh, Rakdos aggro instead. I think we just take the damage here. Are you kidding me? Great first start of the game. Literally draw nothing but 3 drops. My entire hand is castable with 1 more spell. And we just can't hit said spell. So annoying. I think we just go Announcement here. Get that going. Adeline just like dies and we're not really attacking at this point. Getting this going as soon as possible can lead us to hopefully have enough blockers and then get the Anthem going. Also have the option with Brokers to get going. We have some options. I also have Leyline here. I think doing this makes sense. They might have a removal spell here, but yeah. Could see Meat Hook for 1. Cleans up the board. But, or just Invoke Despair. Yeah, we're dead. I mean, if you miss lands for 3 turns, you can't really do much about it. I think that hand you keep every time. Multiple 2-drop, like 2-drop into, like, if we hit the land a turn earlier, we play Wedding Announcement, that gets popping off. We can actually start doing stuff, but you wait that many turns, you're not going to really win most games. Alright, we got lands. That was step 1. Garden Party. This could be mono white aggro. Okay, so exile 3 cards, so start with that. This could be the Invoke deck. Here, what do? If you gain life, gain that much, put a 1/1 counter on it. I think we're just doing this turn, and then next turn I can set up Intrepid Adversary. Okay, see, touch the Spirit Realm. I can actually flash this in, which is kind of sweet. No blocks. So just try to like ambush Viper them. This could pump itself to give it a little boost. So it's kind of like mono white enchantments. Can I have my Adeline back? Cool. That's an easy block. They can't Wandering Emperor this turn. They draw a card, and now we're... Now we pop off. So I'm actually not going to do the emblem this turn, because I can get this going. And then next turn I can do this. I just want to get another power out, because this plays better against Wandering Emperor and makes each individual threat better. So they can take out Adeline again. We're in a really good spot here, because each of these get bigger each turn. I can start using Intrepid Adversary. I might actually just join the dance next turn and then hold these if I can draw 6 mana to get 2 pumps out of them. Or we do that. So they block 4, and then we just kind of go to town. I like this line because Adeline could attack into Wandering Emperor well. Any of these can just kind of get chumped. And I'm assuming if they're base white that they're going to have quite a bit. So taking down 137. Not too shabby indeed. It's amazing what we can do when we draw just a land or 2. So we'll run these for about half an hour, 45 minutes. We'll see how they play out. If they're doing well, we will keep going. But those in the live stream, how's it going? Opponent goes first. I think we keep... It's close. I don't love our mana. Now I love our mana. This is either Esper legendaries. So that's a bit annoying because my Join the Dance costs 1 more here. as well as my wedding announcement, so it kind of messes up my curve. Thalia can stay back. They might want to attack with Rafine. So we go King Darien next turn. I can attack with Intrepid Adversary. No blocks. And then just try to set up for this Leyline Binding. On Rafine perhaps, or even just on Thalia. Try to race them there. This is a game we'd want to be on the play. Our curve feels a lot better, but even then we wouldn't have been able to attack into Thalia. To lose. So this is the, when you discard, it gets exiled under to lose instead. Until when to lose dies. So we can Leyline Binding it out of the way. So we'll see what they do here. They could Rafine attack with Thalia. They can just attack with that. So they're conniving there. The land would be good. They exile AO in that. Play draw is probably going to get us in this game. Yeah, we didn't draw land. Like, I'm pressuring them, but I'm not doing great. The Thalia's against like our current hand. We're not super impacted by Thalia, but it is doing a number on us right now. We are at 20. If we draw a land, Leyline Binding might be able to sneak us through a win. Don't care about Sheoldred. Actually, that gains them 6 life, puts them back to 12. And that's probably just on Thalia here. Give me a land. Give me a land. No blocks here. Land. 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 Are you kidding me? We can't catch a break this set? Let's just do this. Because this kind of forces them into a block on my Adeline. Like, we're still okay, because if I draw, like, you know, an actual spell maybe, or sorry, an actual land, then I can Leyline Binding. I can get rid of their blocker, and then I have enough attackers. They have to be somewhat conservative in terms of how they attack, because I have enough power on board. Kind of surprised they didn't go AO there. Dennick's pretty good there because it gives him a lifelinker that just can soak up damage. We're doing okay, but like we really need a land drop. Give me a land. I can't. I can't with this set. Ratabraka raka raka. This is so frustrating. We draw a land like any of the last 2 turns. This is 2 games where we just haven't hit a land. Otherwise we're okay, and now the opponent's in a good state. They have the board locked up, and I can't really push damage through. They could just kind of push through the air. They got enough blockers. Yeah, we're just... What is that? Such a frustrating game. 2 games. There's 24 lands in this deck. I mean, I don't understand. Like, 1 land. That's all we needed. Holy shit. We have lands. So I'm actually going to lead on Spara's headquarter. That'll let me set up Gala Greeters into both Luminarch into Join the Dance and then follow it up. So this turn, they need to decide, do they want to prioritize getting a creature out or to just kill my Gala Greeters? They go the creature route. It's fine. Hit me for 3. No blocks. So we're gonna get every mode here. I'm not blocking, so I want them to have to answer my Gala Greeters. And honestly, we're probably not blocking this turn either. I'm gonna go King Darien here. Or am I blocking? Is that interesting? I think we take this attack. I do kind of get blown out, but then I can just sack my Darien next turn and give things indestructible. That's also not bad, because like they can have like a Kami's Flare, but I sack in response. Jaya.
Of course you should fight fire with fire. You should fight everything. Oh, the experience will do you good.
So I can join the dance. I think we just need to take Jaya off the battlefield here. And then set up for next turn. It's an interesting line there.
Round 2, just let me catch my breath.
Because if I could join the dance brokers in a turn, it's also really powerful. So we do this, they get indestructible for the turn, so they stay alive. I have Adeline, and then I have Brokers. I think we just do Adeline here. Gains us another life. If they want to deal with Adeline, they can. We're just, again... We really just can't find lands. Keeping this alive is worthwhile. Either they're going to have to spend 2 burn spells. I can start attacking in, like, offense, defense. Oh, that's fantastic for us. They're going to clear the board for us. We're in a pretty good spot. Because now I go brokers next turn. I've joined the dance. Take the damage this turn. So we'll see what they play out, because I have this Leyline Binding that could come down at instant speed. So let's see what they target here. So I'm going to take this as my last hit that I take. Because now any threat, like any of my spells, gets big enough to block this. Their removal is 3 damage, so a single burn spell doesn't get me. And now I can hopefully just overwhelm them. And we're just hoping to draw one of our life linkers. Yeah, and that's really good too. How do I lose? With the trample? I think that having this access to, like, we lose if they have like something that, like Raiju, that they can pair with it to get trample and stuff. Now we can just get rid of the Storm Chaser. Or Storm Charge Slasher, whatever majig. Just try to close this out. Alright. You gotta burn me, draw, burn me. Okay, that was step 1. They get a scry, so it's in top deck mode. Bottom. You got me? No dice. Sweet. Sweet. Broker's coming in clutch there. I think Gala Greeters is good as a 3 of. I don't think it's great as a 4 of, because you don't want to draw it necessarily late, because you need subsequent creatures to play. I don't think we're a Storm the Festival deck either. We might be an Elspeth deck. Maybe instead of one Wandering Emperor. But I like the Emperor just being removal and being a flash spell as well. So it's an interesting kind of decision on how we want to play that top end of the deck. But, I mean, the 2 games we lost, we were heavily mana screwed, and we had a chance depending on how we drew out of it. If we drew the land, the game goes a lot different. We just happened to not draw the land. Alright, Pierre. Actually, I meant to do that. This hand is great. This is a curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe? Blue-white control. This is actually interesting, because would I rather get this down first or this? I think I'd rather get this and just start pressuring them into having to attack me or like deal with my board. And I'm actually gonna create, all right, this one could do that. This one create a treasure, because this lets me Wandering Emperor next turn. So I get to play around like depopulate if that's their turn, their next turn. Blue-white control players love to let you know that they're blue-white control players. That's probably going to be a spell, so... Otherworldly Gaze. Alright. Sure. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. They might not be blue-white control. They might be like a creature tempo deck, maybe. Yeah, we haven't run into them yet. Everything's been... We run into Esper.
We must protect the people.
So I think we do this. Make them have another depopulate. I really don't know what deck they're on. So they're on a Illuminator Virtuoso Security Bypass Depopulate deck. Classic.
I have got new moves to teach you.
So we'll see what they do here. I can flash an Emperor. Sure. Put the counter there.
You started this way, but I'm going to end it.
I never understand why people play sweepers in their creature deck. Like Meathook does. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna save this. Like, I got two big attackers here. I don't think they can get me from dead. I can put the counter on the Luminous Phantom, go up top. Yeah, so they're tapped out. Alright. So you don't want to necessarily, like, this is a good game where we started with the thought, okay, so Skybridge Towers into Tranquil Cove generally signifies blue-white control. They also have Teferi Avatar. So we saw that. Then they go and they show a bunch of creature like auras. That signifies that they would be on a like blitz deck. Throw a bunch of Magecraft kind of style. So that's slightly different. So you kind of have to, we played cautiously at first and kind of put pressure on them to force the sweeper, but held back where needed, playing the Wandering Emperor turn. But then they still had a sweeper, which nothing says 2-drop that I want to equip with stuff to then sweep my board. This hand I don't think is good, because we can't do this on 2 as of right now. We need to draw lands, specifically untapped lands. If we do draw an untapped land, but then I also can't play this on 3, so I think we mulligan. This hand's better. And think here I'm gonna lead on Jet Mirrors. Now I kind of wish I put one of these back, because we could have curved out perfect. 1, 2, 3. So next turn I could go Luminarch into Wedding Announcement. We're gonna try. Yeah, but even with that, like, that's not really where you want to be mana base wise, I'd say. Like, that'd just play basics. You want to be an aggressive deck. So they have cut down here. Oh, they don't. So I went with this line, because that lets me play 2 spells next turn if I want. Get 2 triggers. Start gaining some life. Okay, this is not what I thought they were on. They're on more of a creature-y deck. The Rock, maybe? So, counter. Do I want the treasure or the life? Probably the life. So I can block this. That creates a treasure. Get Wedding Announcement going. Okay, they grasp me here. So I'm going to throw the block in front of Evolve Sleeper this turn, if they offer it. They might still. But I think we just take the damage now that I see Briarback. So now we're going to do this. I'm going to keep this back because it makes them have to spend mana on Evolve Sleeper. They could Invoke Despair me, and then I feel bad, but I can't play around Invoke Despair anyways. I think we're just blocking like this. Like, I'm gaining life every turn, so I can try to... Yeah, they just had it. Couldn't do much there if they have the Despair. This is alright, because I get to at least avoid the Evolve Sleeper, but... Like, I'm not going to block Sleeper here, but I can block their other things. And then if I can draw, like, another Wedding Announcement... Ah, they just... It's one of those, they have the answer to whatever you do. I don't think they have a pump here, so it's kind of an odd. This might be Meat Hook. Spell. Okay, that's a spell. Buys me some time. If they attack with the Trespasser here, I can eat the Trespasser. If not, I just get to join the dance back. Question is, do I want to give up a Luminarch? Because they're kind of incentivized to attack with Trespasser here. Wow, okay, so they do that instead. No blocks. Because next turn I can triple block, quadruple block if I want. I'm very surprised they didn't get rid of join the dance here. Like, it gains me 4 life back. So they're going to cycle that. It's another land. We're just going to hold at this point. What do I got in my graveyard? So they got some creatures. Might have actually been right to get rid of Evolved Sleeper, because they can start just pumping mana into it to draw cards. Getting hit by those sucks. Question is, I think we just use this to buy some time. Because if I can draw another Brokers, the fact we got, like, Despaired. Okay, Catilda's not bad. Catilda could survive till next turn. I should have kept the mana open. I did this to flip this back, so I put a counter in front of put a creature in front of Evolved Sleeper. That's also bad. Yeah, we're dead. They got enough coming through here that they can put pressure. A couple well-timed hits there, so I got a block there. We'll block there. Wait, you're a werewolf, aren't you? Ah, that's a free block I missed. I screwed that up. That was a free block. So I can put counters on things. Can I? No, I'm 1 short. Nah, they're just freaking drawing gas out the ass. They had enough turns of just drawing cards. The one thing is this deck's lacking a card advantage engine. I don't think the what's it called? The one that whenever a creature enters the battlefield this turn, we're just not generating that much mana. Terras would literally tore us a new one. Opponent goes first. This hand's very slow. Okay, we'll keep this one. I think it's actually Catilda that goes back. The reason we play this comes to play tapped. So our turn's kind of 2, 3. Okay, so given that, we're going to... They could be Gruel, but I think we just do for this for mana efficiency, because next turn I can play out both. The Beast Caller draw is going to be a bit scary. Gruel on the play. Okay, that means they have no removal, which is a good start. Kumano. Okay, Emperor is a nice follow-up here. Let's just gain life. This might be Raiju turn. Shivan Devastator. Big scaries. So let's just gain some life. Let's put counter here. Try to make this big enough that we can do stuff. Iconoclast. They're chunking me for some damage. So, get rid of you. Block here takes 6, 9. But I have Wandering Emperor. They're out of cards. I also have Joined the Dance, but I don't have the mana this turn, so... We're just going to gain the life this turn. Kodama. It's a good top deck.
Now you've done it. That's come off. You are not much of a roadblock.
So we do this. Hey Isaac, how's it going? We get a land out. So
remember your training.
I think we do this. Just gain a bunch of life this turn. Pass the turn. I can use this Emperor again. Gives me a removal spell. Tokens! Like, we've been doing okay. Like, most of the games we lose, like, I want to check our record with it. So I think we're 4-3. The only game that really felt hopeless was that Golgari game that we just played, but we've been hanging around like the 300 mythic, like 300 to 500 mythic, which isn't bad for like a non-black. Hey Gam, how's it going? Give this one more. Or we'll see. I've actually been enjoying this one, so we'll take it to 10 games. We're at 7. Do 2 to 3 more maybe. See how it plays out. Alright, we're playing Timmy! I'll keep. I'm a sucker for Broker's Adeline. Alright, so this is mono blue. Oh. Enchantments. Yes, say. So here, I think we go mana-wise. They get the block there, but Ob is a fantastic card. You can play Hero's Downfall and kill it. You can Galvanic Iteration it. Okay, so they have unblockable, which is kind of scary. So my question is... I need to do it so I can slip out the back. So I'm gaining the life because it's not like completely implausible that they kill me from here. But if they have slip out the back, then I have this Emperor that at least phases it out for the turn. So I might be able to kill him on the crackback. If they have Spell Pierce, they have Spell Pierce. Okay, so they are showing the Hexproof and they just binned one. So I gotta try this.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
If they have it, they have it. Okay, perfect. They should have kept the Hexproof one. Because now... put a counter. It's 9, 10, 11. Got him. Got him! I mean, they played this wrong. Like, Hexproof. Untap it. Slip out the back. How do you lose this game? Wandering Emperor. Or a removal spell. So give it Hexproof. You get it back that turn. 5-3. 5-3. Will we get the 70% win rate for the clickbait? Will we get the YouTube clickbait title? We shall see. Those of you just joining, I'll pull up the list in a sec. We are playing green, white, splash blue for 2 Brokers Ascendancies. Tokens list that's looking to go wide, stack them. Go wide, go thick, just up and down across the board. We've yet to run into Meat Hook Massacre, so we are successfully navigating the ladder. Terra Sunder and Thalia have kicked our ass. That's neither here nor there. List is up here on the side. Untapped GG that you see. Companion tool, it'll run alongside Arena, gives you all these cool stats and tracks like your win rate and stuff. Okay, so this is probably green-white enchantments. Got some Weaver action going. How do I want to navigate this? Force him into an answer here, and then I can just cast the Wandering Emperor in exile. Basically, I'm going to just push a damage through. If they have an exile effect, they can get rid of 2 of my things, but That's fine, I can always get it back with Leyline Binding after. I want to get this off just because it makes it worse, and then you have brokers, but I think we're just getting rid of you.
My judgment is fun.
I can get brokers going, and then I can also adversary. We'll see what they play out here. Like if they're just going to answer my Wandering Emperor, then I'm going to get these going. Hallowed Haunting. Oh, that's actually really sweet, because now I do this.
We've got the edge in this fight.
So let's do you. Just start getting that going. They can cast stuff, but I can give first strike. They're going to need multiple exile effects. And if they're just answering like individual tokens, we get value. I've joined the dance to flashback. I can make tokens with this. There's a lot we can do here. And then just brokers every turn kind of puts pressure on them. Because like, while this is normally a problem, we can equally pace them. And if I can draw like another Adeline, a wedding announcement, then we kind of get out of hand. Okay, so we see Borrowed Time. Goes after that.
Try not to miss me.
Enchantment count is 3. 7 is the relevant number here. So they juke me that way. So I'm actually going to play out the Jetmir's Garden here, because next turn if I draw a land I get to cast this twice. If I don't, then I have a spell that I play, and then I have access to 6 mana, so that means I can play any 2 cards in my deck. Okay, another land there is good. Shiko gets a pump. Hoping this last card is not another enchantment. No blocks. Ooh, this is interesting. So I can add a line. I could get rid of the Hallowed Haunting, which probably is the correct line, to be honest. While add a line lets me put pressure, the way they kind of continue this game is having the blockers. And like I'm gaining a good chunk of life here. It's close. Adeline could be the call. But like if they're attacking me for 4, I don't really care. Because here, like for example, they would have gained 2 blockers and another spirit. And now they either have to answer like this, like there's a bunch of things they have to consider. Okay, so we're in a really good spot if they're drawing a card here. Six and 3. 7th win. Coming up, 70% win rate time. See what we can do. See what we can do. Just checking Alright, 984. Sure. Mostly because these are going to be really cheap. So we care about the blue mana more. A little awkward I can't play one of these on two. But Adeline might carry. Okay, Rakdos sack. I actually will do this. Because next turn I can get Adeline going. And if anything, this might bait out a cut down or like a voltage surge. Cool, that's what I wanted. Akiba. It's actually an interesting line here. Am I doing Adeline? Probably. Like, it's bad because this is the only time this is actually cut downable. That's why I played out the other spell. Like, none of these are really leyline binding worthy. Eaten alive. Soul transfer. Okay, well that was hitting us anyways. Honestly, this has probably got to be a spell here. Just cycle. Not loving the amount of lions that we have. Can see what we get here. Because if they go Shieldred, then I'll just flash this in. This could be a Hob.
Enough! Notions of morality. All that matters is power.
So I can do this. Get rid of the other copy. Now they don't get that value.
Wipe that. Oh, I have a job for you.
And then even this insulates me around an Invoke Despair. All brokered out. Nothing to do. I need to find a spell to play. Like, we're just not doing anything this game. We have all the setup pieces, but nothing to actually do with them. I'll just discard this Adhikar Wastes. We're not under, like, huge pressure. I just don't love Ob here. Like, they had to... Like, this I'll take off the battlefield. It might have to be Ob. And they are an Anvil deck. Weird build. Like the Akibas. Probably dead here. I don't really have any engine going. What's my best draw? Like join the dance? How about a land? I can't do anything! I ain't got no creatures! We're just gonna get like nickel and dimed out of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have like no draw. Because they can just kill me off pings over the next 2 turns. They also have this that can just sack, so I need like Wandering Emperor. Wandering Emperor gains me 2, but that doesn't do anything. A Wedding Announcement doesn't. Yeah, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. That one was a little awkward. 7, 8 lands, no real spells. Alright, 6-4 for a complete brew, and we didn't completely tank our rating, which is a good start. So the deck, for those interested, Bant Tokens. Overall, I was pretty impressed. Honestly, the Catilda could probably go, and I'd probably just play like an Elspeth maybe. Just something to get some card advantage, or AO maybe. Another card that goes over the top, cares about the counters being put on things, and if it dies, it gets you some incremental value. AO might be the call. Just have a single one of these in here. I like things that you can attack into Wandering Emperor with. But outside of that, it felt pretty sweet. I don't think we're a Storm the Festival deck, but all things considered, I liked where we were here. And I would definitely run it again. 6-4, we were very close a couple games to being a little bit better. So we'll wrap this one up for this deck. For the YouTube recorded folks, thanks for watching. And if you can, drop a like, comment, and subscribe.